Welcome back to the kitchen at Andersen Acres. Tonight we are making a delicate and delicious cookie that is both sweet and fun. We are making chocolate bonbons. They're easy enough to make, taking hardly any time at all. You mix them up, bake and roll in sugar when they're still hot from the oven, and they taste absolutely delicious. The fresh coating of sugar is actually what makes these cookies special. They are absolutely delightful. So let's get started. First of all, I have my chocolate melter here on the island. You can use a pot on the stove. I'm using a chocolate melter. To that chocolate melter, we are going to add about a half a cup of milk chocolate chips. You could use dark chocolate or you could use semi-sweet depending on your own preferences. We are also going to add to that, my bag's falling over, going to add to that about 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay? We are going to put the lid on, let that melt. I'm not going to make you watch it. We will skip to when this is fully melted. You can also use a pot on the stove on relatively low heat. You don't want to burn your chocolate. This is a chocolate melter. It's specific to those temperatures. So we will come back when that is melted and ready to use. All right, that is pretty much melted. Let's just move that out of the way for a moment. Let us get a bowl with half a cup of butter or margarine. Butter works better for this, but if all you have is margarine, it will do. To that butter, we are going to add a 1/4 cup of just regular sugar. Okay, not powdered, not brown, just regular sugar. And we are going to cream that together just for a minute. Okay, good enough. Now we are going to get our chocolate. So I'm just going to take my lid off and I'm just going to get ready to scrape this out. It doesn't have to be perfectly melted, but mostly melted is important. And we're just going to scrape that when it's hot, still hot, right into the butter and the sugar mix. Okay? Right into there. And then I'm going to use, I don't want to waste any, so we're just going to use my spatula to get it all. Okay, we won't need the chocolate melter, or if you used a pot, we won't need that anymore. Now we're going to mix this in. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. You're going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons depending on how much you like vanilla. Okay, 1 to 2 teaspoons. Okay, now you're going to add 2 cups of flour. Just regular all-purpose flour will do fine. We're going to whip that up together. All right, when it looks like that, you're going to stop using the mixer. Okay, oops, I was just unplugging my mixer. A little rough. You're going to stop using your mixer and you're going to use your hands. By now, the chocolate should have cooled completely. Okay, it really only takes a minute. But you want to use your hands because then you can control how mixed everything gets. Okay, we don't want it like crazy overmixed or the cookies will be too chewy. I don't want that. So I like to mix with my hand. You could use a wooden spoon instead, but I find my hand really just does the best job. So I like to be able to feel the dough and whether or not it is thoroughly mixed or not. And so if you have to take a minute to wash your hands in between, it's not really a big deal. It's literally not a big deal. But this dough is not a super sticky one, so you notice it's not really clinging to my hands. It's not super gooey. So you don't have to worry too much. Like, it doesn't make your hands ultra gooey. You can still take a moment to wash them if you want. This dough does not require chilling before we use it. So what we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we are going to take this dough, and we're going to take about a teaspoon of dough at a time. Okay, so just a little bit. They will be about 1-inch balls, but just about a teaspoon of dough at a time. I'm using my lovely cookie scoop. It has a teaspoon and a tablespoon bit, so that works really well for me. You don't need one to do this particular recipe. I just find that it's helpful. You can just use your hands to scoop some out. I just like to know that I'm getting roughly the same amount of dough in each scoop. So that's why I use it as often as I do. So we're just going to put these on here. Then we are going to bake these for 11 minutes. The cookies have to be set. Okay. While they're in the oven, you're going to get yourself a little bowl of sugar, because as soon as these come out of the oven, you are going to roll them in sugar while they're hot. That's what gives them such a distinct coating, is the sugar melts on them while they're hot. If you wait till they're cooled down, it's not quite the same. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'm going to bake them at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to do that for 11 minutes, okay? Have a wire rack ready and some sugar to roll your cookies in. We'll be right back as soon as I'm about to take them out of the oven. All right, my buzzer just went off. So we are going to pull these out. Remember, they cooked for 11 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now you can either use a thin spatula to get them off like this, okay, like this, or you can use your fingers. They're hot. So then you're going to take them out. They're going to be slightly soft because they are fresh from the oven. So they will feel slightly soft. They are not finished cooking inside. When you take stuff out of the oven, they're still cooking. So you're going to make sure they're completely coated in sugar. Okay? While they're hot, lift them off. Put them on a cooling rack to cool completely. This is going to take me a few minutes. Oop. Don't miss. Don't miss. So this is going to take me a few minutes, and you probably don't need to watch me do the entire batch. And I'm flinging sugar literally everywhere, but don't worry about it. You probably don't need to watch me do the entire batch. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back when these have all cooled completely and they have all been baked. And we have all happily had a few cookies, because these are so good. These are one of my favorite cookies, mostly because they're so sweet and delicious. They're these little chocolatey bombs of yum. So that's what we're going to do. We will be right back. And there we go. Delicious, easy to make chocolate bonbons. Literally anyone can do them. All you need is a few ingredients from your cupboard. You probably already have most of them. That's about it for us tonight here at Andersen Acres. Let me know how you enjoyed this particular recipe. We'll see you tomorrow.